Welcome back to day 2 of the program. We are on Spiking Wisdom, the greatest stock investors program. And I want to welcome back all of you. And tonight is going to be really exciting. It's a culmination of everything that we've done from day 1. We built upon the foundation. We're going to go right up to day 2 and hit the peak of the climax. Now, before we get started, it is important that we pay our greetings to one another. Well, what you can do is you go to your Zoom top right-hand corner, click on the gallery button. You're going to see all your classmates around you. The guy on the left, on the right, the guy above, below you. We're going to pay our greetings one another right now and say hello! Welcome back! Welcome back, everybody. Good to see all of you. Welcome. Awesome. And before we start the class, I'd like to remind you that you have to keep your camera on throughout the class, all right? We are very strict about this policy because I found out that often than not, students who don't have their camera on, they will jump in later part in the Q&A and ask some kind of strange questions. How many of you realize what I'm talking about is correct? Wave your hands right now, right? They are not part of the group. They will ask some kind of weird question and we are wondering, this guy came from where? What was his mind thinking about? And you know, there's a kind of a gap. That's the reason why when your camera is on, you are more disciplined. You pay more attention. You know people are watching you. I'm watching you. I'm seeing all of you in front of me on my big TV itself. So please do that, is to help yourself. And our angels will be looking around. Those who don't have the camera on, we'll move you to the waiting room, all right? This is the unique culture we want to set in our Spiking community. And moving forward towards to the future, whenever you come and take part in our events, it is the same culture we want to build. Welcome back to day 2. Now, you have one night to digest what we've gone through yesterday. And this is the moment in time it becomes very important because, you know, yesterday night while you guys were sleeping, I was firing off trades. And I fired off this particular trade, really beautiful trade. This is the trade on the current bank run. And, you know, there's so much going on, starting with the collapse of Silvergate Bank, followed by the Silicon Valley Bank, and then the third bank to collapse is the Signature Bank. Now, out of the 3, 2 of them are directly related to cryptos. Now, back in the years of 2021-22, we made so much money from Silvergate. It was easy money. That was the time when Bitcoin hit all-time high, $69,000 per coin, towards October 2021. And then for Signature Bank, this is the bank that most of the crypto players, after they raise their money from ICO, they'll put their money in Signature Bank, and overnight, boom, gone, collapse. And right now, we also have Silicon Valley Bank, which is the bank for the majority of the fintechs. Most of the VCs, their money are parked inside there, and boom, gone overnight. So what happens right now, you have the Federal Reserve coming out, and you have the FDIC coming out to assure the market. And if you look at this interesting trade, you know, I went in around 6:25, just before the class started. This is shown in Singapore time. So when you are looking at it, you need to know this time is shown according to Singapore time, according to my own time, all right? So I'm going to teach you today how to screen capture from your Interactive Brokers account. So this was the time, 35 minutes before our class started. I bought $28 per share, and then while you were sleeping this morning, 2:35 a.m. Singapore time, you know, the automation of the trail limit kicked me out, and I realized the profit. So I used a trail limit, and the moment I switch over to FRC, this is how we go and reverse engineer the trade. And you see this really beautiful trade right here, starting from here. I went in at $28, which is around here. Ding, right there. And I could have sold it at $40 at the peak, right? I didn't sell at a price. I sell it much lower because I placed a trail limit. And that's the reason why I want to explain to you, if you are willing to commit time, that means to say you are watching this guy going down, going up, and then you decide to get out at a point in time. That's provided you spend time. You're watching it, physically watching it. So most of you don't have that kind of training. My first 5 years, I was doing that every single trading day. I traded until 4, 5 a.m. Singapore time, Mondays to Fridays. All right, and that's because of the daylight savings, change of the daylight savings between April and November. So right now we're back to the normal daylight savings, whereby the market will close at 4 a.m. Malaysia, Singapore time. But once from November to April, you'll go back to close the market at 5 a.m. Singapore, Malaysia time. Now, are you willing to commit that kind of time? You will make even more money. This is a very, very fair game, all right? So tonight, we're going to demonstrate another profit. And this is the one from yesterday, FRC, First Republic Bank. So you can easily check it out at my Twitter. I posted out the tweet. And this is the part that every time I post a tweet, a winning trade, what your job you're supposed to do is this. You study all the column headers. These are all found on Interactive Broker. Right? I'm going to teach you how to get access to this. And this is screen captured from Interactive Broker. Now, regardless if you are using a different broker, perfectly fine. You just need to know where to screen capture the trades. Now, every trade will have a timestamp. Very important. Without a timestamp, you will not know what you're doing. So, for example, this is the ticker symbol, and this is the day I got out, March 17, which is measured on Singapore time zone. And then the day I get in, March 16, and this is the time, and this is also the time. And it's showing you very clearly, I bought how much per share, and I sold how much per share. Very clear one. Then finally, the one that you want to look at it like all night long is the realized P&L column. This is the one that will motivate you. This is the part that you make money, this part here, all right, green color, after you take your profits. So all these are the details I need to share with you tonight and to kickstart the program. Now later on, we're going to look at another crazy company, MSFT, Microsoft. And let me show you what we've done for Microsoft. Now for Microsoft, we started off right over here. This is the trajectory of a great company. And then I can keep squeezing out, I can squeeze out like this. Look at this. Since 2015, it's on a 45-degree flight path. These are the signs of a great company under great leadership. So it was under Satya Nadella and did an amazing job at Microsoft. And yesterday they just launched ChatGPT Pivot that's integrated with Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and literally they will type out whatever you want on the Word document. This is a beta test right now whereby they integrated ChatGPT into their software, all right? So things are moving very fast, but what I want to show you is here. On the 15th of February, let me show you where's the 15th of February candle. 15th of February. You see, I'm moving left and right, and you can see the bottom, there's a black rectangular box to show me the date. This is the date where we participated in the event called Trade Through the Night. This is our flagship event, Trade Through the Night. All right? So on Trade Through the Night, we went in together. We fired off 20 trades in one night. And what happened is, on the 15th, right here on this green candle, after we gone in, Microsoft starts to go down. You will go through these ups and downs, and finally today it goes above my break-even line, right? Now this is the part I want to teach you guys, that it is a very fair game one. If you cannot withstand this up and down, then you cannot make big money. But what's the thesis that prevent us from selling at a loss is because every trade that we go in is backed by insiders. Everybody wave your hands, insiders, yes? They are backed by net positive purchase. That is the psychological anchor that you need to have to hold out a down period, right? Now, right now, I look at my position for this particular trade. I'm up 23% unrealized profit. And later on, when I demonstrate to you, if I get out to sell at a profit, hopefully I can get between 25 to 30% profit, just like that. This is what trading is all about. This entire, from the point of entry to the point of exit, you must be able to withstand these ups and downs. But what I've shown you and what I taught you yesterday is very, very powerful, because we're going to look at this guy called ENZ. ENZ. This guy spiked up 72% return in just one day. Check this out. You go in and buy $1, you can get out to sell at $2, you make 100% profit return, right? Now, where did I get this data from? I go to spiking up and down on a software, and I simply go to post-market after the bell closed yesterday, which was today, this morning, Singapore time, 108%. You seen a stock like this, you go back to the stock chart, you study it, right? And we could have gone in here and follow all the way up, and now you are expecting a profit of about 70%. But the question is this: have we devised a method or a know-how to capture all these spikes? This is the Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail, right? All these spikes, that's our job, to catch all these spikes in one day. Now, we have a proven method right now, whereby we call it the FIAT method combined with daily bread. That's what we taught you yesterday, all right? So we're going to have a lot of things going on today. And before we start off day 2, it is very important you clarify any questions. You slept over it. Morning, you woke up. You've gone through afternoon. And how many of you received our email this afternoon? Wave your hands. How many received our email this afternoon? Wow. Now, all of you received our email, but only a few of you responded to our email. And that is, we always will ask you for a very, very important request, and that is, give us your most favorable review. And I read a few of the reviews submitted by a few of the students. Thank you very, very much. And, you know, I'm always very encouraged whenever students send us reviews, great reviews, giving us 5 stars. This is to encourage our team of engineers and our angels to continue to do well, to service all of you as our students. So one student just wrote in, truly very blessed to have come across this wonderful platform. You'll never find another financial education platform in the entire web. Their teaching and services are highly recommended. All right, and the stocks trading AI is truly a brilliant product. By far, it's the nearest to the holy grail of trading. Thank you very much. And this review came from Sinho Chong Sinho. Thank you. Your wife never joined you. You're trading alone. Okay, oh, she's hiding next to you. Okay, thank you very much. So, you know, I really appreciate all these great reviews from you guys. And this is the minimum I hope you can give us as an extension of your gratitude from learning from us. But, you know, what is really important is you truly benefit from our program, all right? So what we're going to do right now is this. I'm going to go to Twitter. I'm going to welcome you back. I'm going to post this message. Welcome back, Spiking Wisdom, Greatest Stock Investors Program is your destiny. Claim it. Boom. I'm going to tweet this out. And I'm going to give you 1 minute to say hello, welcome you back, and make sure all of you are really comfortable using this. Please make sure you are communicating with me on the Twitter, all right? This is the de facto platform for all future. Let me tell you, once Elon Musk owns Twitter, Twitter is completely different animal right now. You got to master this. You have 1 minute, say something right there, tweet your reply.
show. I'm dancing on the tables, and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters, and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright. All of the cops are out of sight. You wanna drink, 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the tables, so am I.
Welcome back, and let me pay my greetings to you guys. Elvin Leong, thank you very much. Good to see you back in action. Daniel, welcome back. And this is Chong, thank you, amen. Jolly Tree, hello teacher. Aries, welcome back. And Patrice, great to be back. Now, all of you, the way you name your Twitter, please make sure you all do it correctly. I'm going to talk about this or not. You can't get your Twitter verified with a blue tick, all right? Leo, welcome back. And Jay, good to see you. This is Chun Sing. Lai Chun Sing. Okay, welcome back. Philip, good to see you. I can't really tell what is this name. You missed the session yesterday. And Angto 9. Edmund, good to see you back. Andres, welcome back. And this is Vani. Welcome back. Mark, good to see you. Rishalin, welcome back. And Joanne, good to see you. James Pang, welcome back. Rashid. And Rashid, are you in the company or at home right now? You're at home right now. Good, you took a break. And Lena, Mel, good to see you guys back. Calvin, and let's see who else. You see, some of you, your tweet is appearing below, means Twitter is not recognizing you yet. So you got to build the algorithm, right? Wendy, welcome back. Noel, Ashley, and Jonathan. Very good to see all of you back. And what I want to tell you is this. Please get your information on your profile done correctly. Very important, all right? Twitter is very particular about the logic right here. So, for example, this is the name. And moving forward, they'll be releasing the verified blue tick. They're going to expand across to Singapore. Now, right now, they started with US and Australia and I think UK, all right? Now, in future, it's all about notability and making sure no imposters, like I'm a public figure, I got many imposters out there trying to take my picture from the internet and pretend to be me, all right? Then this part here is your alias, your account name. Please get it right also. Try to take away the numeral side of things, try to put the full name of it. And then this part here is your description. Max out the text limit, put as much things as possible so that people can find you. And finally, this part is more personal, like you're in which location and all that kind of stuff, all right? Now, Twitter is going to be a very, very important town hall platform for people to talk about matters that count. And one of the guys that I follow that really inspired me a lot is none other than Elon Musk. So you can just go over here and search for Elon Musk. All right? That's your guy right there. And, you know, he's talking about highly intellectual stuff. He's running SpaceX. And, you know, this guy is a very, very big man. You know, he's running SpaceX, Tesla, and running Twitter. I don't know how he managed his time on a 24-hour basis. He's a superman in our era. This is the Einstein of our generation, super intelligent, right? And you know, and he always have time to kind of joke around in Twitter, putting out very funny, like short messaging, and you start reading all this, right? And over time, you shape your thinking that, wow, you hang out with a big guy out there, he's talking about all these big issues, and then the issues that you face become very, very small. Like, for example, when I bought my Tesla, I bought it because they featured the red Tesla instead of any other car. So because of that, I got a red Tesla as well. And over here, like, you know, things like that. Yeah, so this is really important. And make sure you're very comfortable. Make full use of the 2 days class to engage me. In fact, all of our classes, we always build over Twitter itself so that the students are really getting the hang of things. And you can use it to bookmark your winning trades. So let me show you over here. So when you go to these 3 dots right there, you tap on it. Then you have this thing called bookmarks. You click on it. And this is where I bookmark winning trades, right? So you can bookmark anything. So all my winning trades, I try to bookmark here, kind of serve as a reminder to the students. You can go and look at my trades, reverse engineer it, play according to it, however you want to use it, right? So this is the place where I keep all the bookmarks. Now, when you start to tweet, how do you put your bookmark? Is like this. So for example, I just posted out this tweet, right? So you just go to the tweet, you go to this part here, we have an arrow, click on it, and then that's where you can bookmark on your own tweets, right? So learn to how to use all these features, right? And this is the picture of me and my boss, Richard, taken in Penang, I think. Yeah. Okay, very good. Now we're going to open up the platform for you to ask me a question. And this is really important to clarify whatever you've gone through yesterday. Before we start afresh today, we sort out all your thinking. Anything that's disturbing you, minimally, please ask me at least one question. Now I'm going to give you the platform to ask me the question. So please watch how I do it. So you go to my profile and then look for this one, this tweet I just made just now. All right. Is your destiny, claim it, this tweet. So put your questions inside here. All right. I welcome you to ask any questions, whatever you need to clarify before we start day 2. I want to start really clean so that you have no legacy issues. And while you're thinking about what to ask the question, I want to talk about a few things first. Number 1, among the students, that the most popular questions that you post to my angels is about brokerage house. Now, please take note that Spiking is not a broker. All right, we are not a brokerage house. We try our best to guide you along, but end of the day, you must have that relationship with the broker. You must know how to establish contact, chat with them, email to them, or call them. Please wave your hands if you understand this. Yes? Because we are not interactive broker. We are also not USmart. We recommend these 2 brokers because why? Number 1, interactive broker is the cheapest on the planet. And it's highly technical. But the way I teach it, I make it very simple. And recently, they kind of tighten up. There are some bugs on their application profile. Even you put 10 years experience, they reject you because there's some bugs in their platform. All right? Then we have a backup, USmart. USmart is a Singapore-based broker. I met the entire team in Singapore. And I told them, look, I'm teaching classes. Every time I tell students to go and open a USmart account, please make sure you give them the best support. So if you come from some exotic countries, all right, you tell them you are my student, they will KYC you, most likely you get approved because they know you are trained by me. So USmart is the backup, all right? End of the day, whether you use Interactive Broker or Charles Schwab or any other brokers on the platform out there, it is your choice. We are not in the brokerage business. Our business is in the data analytics. So I want to make clear that you guys keep firing us about broker question. It is wrong. You should fire that to the broker itself. And we cannot say the wrong thing on their behalf. You guys understand this so far? Yes? Just like I cannot represent you, talk to Maybank about your savings account. I can't do that, right? So please understand there's a limit to how much we can help you on that. But if you follow our instruction, about 3 to 5 years experience, you can easily open up the brokerage account. Now, it is very important, number 2, that you pick up the skill set of wire transfer. Please write that down, wire transfer. Very, very important. I realize quite a number of you stuck with this problem of wire transfer. This is how you move money. Because you never know which day you need to move money. Let me tell you honestly. Between country A to country B to country C, and we are very, very comfortable with moving cryptos, right? I mean, like Bitcoin, we can move in, out, hot wallet, cold wallet, and all that. But the world right now, after the collapse of FTX, Terra Luna, they are going back to the traditional currency, which is the US dollar. That's why this skill set is super important. Very, very important. I used to do wire transfer by the millions, all right? So it's like, and after some time, most people do wire transfer in about 3 to 5 days. Mine became 30 minutes. Because after some time they know you, the money goes very fast. So this is really, really important. And where you keep your money, I'm not too sure, of course, majority of you are Singapore, Malaysia, some of you come from outside countries. But one thing for sure is you have to monitor your domestic politics. When it gets messy, like Turkey, high inflation, like Taiwan under threat of invasion, you got to keep your money elsewhere that's safe. Very important. The world right now is moving at lightning speed. If Silicon Valley Bank can close in 24 hours, that means anything is possible. Wave your hands if you understand this. This is like so absurd. And if you watch the CNBC earlier on, they were talking on the CNBC that they did nothing wrong other than put a stupid CEO to say the wrong thing in front of the whole world. The CEO shouldn't answer questions about finances. And because he was not trained, he said the wrong thing. The market interpreted it as, there's trouble in the bank. And one of them blew the whistle, we take our money out. Everybody follow. That's how stupid it is, the Silicon Valley Bank. All right? But it's also bring up one important point. There's extreme fear in the market, and that's triggered by the collapse of FTX. FTX really, really shocked everybody. It's not because of natural collapse. It's fraud. It is theft. So because of that recent memory, people keep thinking about everybody's like FTX in their mind. All right, so they start to panic very, very fast. So I covered these 2 points. And the third point, most importantly, is this. Get started in trading. I'm not too sure how many of you placed your trade yesterday, and you have some question about how do I do a buy, how do I do a sell, and you're using different brokerage platform. I try to compile it together so that it's really, really easy for you. And I want to put up these 3 slides first. Number one, before I teach you the steps first, when you trade, you should always trade on your mobile phone. Do not trade on your desktop. I remind you again, do not trade on your desktop. You should always learn to trade on your mobile phone. All right? This is the new era of trading. I came from like more than 15 years of desktop trading, and I forced myself to migrate over to mobile trading. And that's one of the best decisions I made. Why is that so? Because we become more and more mobile. We start to, go to different countries. Your employer send you to different countries. You visit different countries as a tourist. You can't bring along your big desktop. And one of the beautiful things about trading on a mobile device is what happens if you're trading halfway, you got a stomach ache, you need to run to the toilet. You can run to the toilet with your phone, not your big desktop, all right? So everything is clean so that you are not distracted with a lot of fanciful stuff. That's the best way to trade, okay? So, number one, we start off here. We always focus on the bottom of the IB, which is below here. This is the bottom part. This is the bottom part. You can see portfolio, trade, watch list. And we always start out by clicking on trade, followed by codes, all right? Now, if you want to navigate to see all your outstanding orders, you just tap on orders. The trades that you have already completed, tap on trades. It's all built very, very clean in front of you, all right? Now, then you have another one that goes like this. Hold on a minute. The second trading screen is like this. It goes something like this, right? You have a buy and sell button below, right? So yesterday I taught you only one step. Go and tap on the buy button. This is the buy button that I was talking about yesterday, right? But when we close the position, please pay attention right now. Whenever we close a position, so when we enter to buy, so let me type it out. enter to buy. All right, very, very clear. We enter to buy right here. All right, enter to buy. But when we get out, means we buy low, sell high, make money, right? Please do not ever go and click on sell. You will get confused on. Whenever you want to get out, you always use this guy called close position. So everybody wave your hands. Make sure I can see you are paying attention right now. You always use close position. Do not go and click on sell. You get confused on, right? So that is the habit that you must cultivate. Always use close position. Now, when you use close position, the interactive broker already knew you have an existing trade that you want to close. So everything, once you click on close, everything is nicely set up for you. You don't have to remember how many shares you own and all that kind of stuff. All right, so we always use close position. Now, the third screen that you need to be exposed to is right here. Ding. This is the third screen, right? So when I close the position, after I tap on close position, typically you have to deal with things like limit order, and then the limit price, and then the time in force. Usually you only deal with these three things: limit order, order type, which is a limit, limit price, and time in force. We never ever use market order. Please remember that. Do not use market order. We always use limit order, right? Very, very important. And the more advanced teaching that I teach our students is using a trail limit. So for example, my FRC was using a trail limit and they kicked me out. My ExxonMobil was using a trail limit and they kicked me out and all that. All right. Now this is an advanced feature that typically I teach in the Cozy Live Trading event. Now there's another advanced feature right here called the outside RTH. Outside RTH. This is, RTH stands for retail trading hour. So if you want to trade outside the retail trading hour, what does that mean? So retail trading hours, it starts from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your retail trading hours. But if you want to trade outside this, that means before 9:30 a.m. or after 4 p.m., then and only then you have to tick on this guy. Make it green. Then the system knows that, okay, you want to trade outside the retail hours. Outside retail hours, all right? Now, this tool is only found on Interactive Broker. You can't get it in any brokerage house out there. This is a very, very advanced tool. That is one of the unfair advantage we have when we use Interactive Broker, all right? This is very powerful. And that's the reason why, you know, I can buy at any time on. But other brokers, they can't do that. This is only for the super prime brokers that offer such a service, all right? So I said my part about the three popular questions. Right now, I'm going to come back here and make sure you guys have, all of you minimally need to ask me at least one question, all right? I'm going to go through right now. Last chance for you to fire away your questions. Okay, first question from Boone. For the future, can I join teacher trade together? Just want to learn more. So if you want to trade with me, you know, this is the part why our students love to trade, because the teacher loves to trade. It's very infectious. And you know, this is where we are very, very different. You know, I know of many, many players out there who are teaching trading and investing, but the trainers themselves, they don't dare to trade one, let me tell you. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Just casually wave your hands. They are damn good at theory, talking about concept and all, wow, make it like damn exciting. But when you ask them the real trade, they can't answer your question. We know who they are. We don't need to name names, all right? But for me, I'm a hardcore trader. I make money from trading. And I'm very, very passionate about trading because this was my own personal breakthrough. And that's the reason why, we started last year, we did one major announcement. I say I want to support our Spiking community. Every 2 weeks, I'll trade with all our students. That means like every 2 weeks. So if you think about the timeline of 2 weeks, it's quite a major timeline. And most people don't think that way. So I draw a horizontal line that goes this way, all right? And in the middle, I cut through. This is a middle, right? So what happens if we are standing right here right now, right at the center, and we say we always need to know what happens in the past 2 weeks, and we also need to know what's going to happen in the future 2 weeks. And collectively, this period becomes 1 month. This is super important. Mathematically, most people don't understand the meaning of 1 month. 1 month means that just by you spending 2 solid sessions twice a month with me, each session is about 5 hours. We start at 7 p.m. and at 12 midnight. And then the next cozy session again, 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. Total 10 hours you spend with me in 1 month. You know everything in that 1 month. That's it. And we will trade averagely between, each trade we do about 3 to 5 trades, about 6 to 10 different trades. This is the fastest way to ramp up your learning curve. All right, we do about 6 to, let me put it like that. Oops, put it like that. We do about 6 to 10 different trades on a per month basis. Now, if you think this is a lot, let me tell you, this is nothing, all right? Because this is for those of you who want to like Boone is asking the question, you enjoy trading, and you say, I want to trade relaxed, not too tense, then you come for the cozy live trading. This is designed for the cozy live trading. So let me just put it out right here. It's called cozy live trading, COSY. No, not good enough. One more time. It's COSY live trading. All right. So this is called cozy live trading. This is our flagship event, and the one that I love to teach the most, because we'll just trade according to what the market shows us, and then we just go in and fire off the trade. All right. But if you think this is intense, this is not really intense. The next one I'm going to show you is even more intense. It is called Trade Through the Night. Now, Trade Through the Night is for hardcore traders, all right? Very, very hardcore traders. What do I mean by hardcore traders? Means you want to prepare yourself to become a full-time trader. And this is what you need to do. All right, we'll start off the class 1 hour before opening bell, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you convert that, that means it is the equivalent of the mirror opposite. So there you go. That's 8:30 p.m. to 4 a.m. Malaysia time. All right, SGMY time. All right. Now, I've been trading this way for how long? 5 years. That is my foundation. That's why in 5 years, I beat all the senior traders out there. I literally beat them flat, man, let me tell you. All right? That's how you overtake in terms of time. And I did this for 5 years. Now, you don't have to do this every day right now because we have a breakthrough in the data. In the past, we have to do that because we don't have the data, right? So this Trade Through the Night is organized 4 times a year. Now, 4 times a year is really, really big thing because why? 4 times per year. Because we are trading the moment the data is released. Remember we spoke about it yesterday, there's a 45-day period. Wave your hands if you all remember 45 days period. On that day when Warren Buffett pushed through to the exchange, bang, we are 1 millisecond behind it. And we will trade on that day itself, the moment the data comes up. So it's literally like what we call hot off the oven. You can see all the steam coming out from the bread. And then we say, go in and buy, cheaper than Warren Buffett. And we can only do that 4 times a year. That's why it's called trade through the night. All right, so every quarter, due to the quarterly filings, the last day of the quarter, you plus 45 days, and then you have to trade through the night. Now, the upcoming dates for the trade through the night, I'll show you guys later on, but this is where you start to think about, am I getting ready to be a full-time trader? What does it mean really to become a full-time trader? And then that means you can travel any part of the world in any time zone. Just take out your mobile phone, you can trade and make a living. That is exactly what we are preparing you for, right? But of course, every one of us got different ambition. You know, I started off very early on in my career. I want to be just a pure trader. And I realized that because my personality, I love to chase wisdom. I say, I'm going to do 2 things at the same time. And I'm going to show you the breakdown how I spend my time. I want to run a business as an entrepreneur so that, you know, I'm also someone like, I want to understand the business world. And I really prepare myself really hard for that. I took on the MBA program from University of Louisville, Kentucky, and then moved on to do my PhD, University of Canberra. And right now I'm with Harvard Business School. You know, I went all out to make sure I become a full-fledged, all-rounded entrepreneur. At the same time, I also play the role of an investor trading in the market. So this is something, if some of you are thinking about running business and investing at the same time, let me tell you, these 2 are sparring agents for you. When you do these 2 things together, you become damn good. Let me tell you, all right? So let me show you how we break down the time. The time goes this way. All right, here we go. Oops. We got it. So typically, I'll start trading 1 hour before the opening bell, 8:30. Now I'm using Singapore time, easier to explain. 8:30 p.m. to 4 a.m. SG. All right. This is where we do trading. We do trade through the night. That means you are literally trading through the night. All right. All right. Just put trading. All right. And then in the early days, I don't really sleep that much. I sleep between 4 to 6 hours. So averagely, I sleep about 5 hours on a weekday. All right. So by the time I wake up, it's about 9 a.m. So let me come back here. This is about 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to about 6 p.m. I'll be running my business. Now you can be it depends on your ambitions as an entrepreneur, right? So over time, you know, I got involved in business. Then public companies invite me to be independent directors for them to strategize. And I'm also advising governments, different trade associations. I get myself entrenched in the business world. I want to know what's happening, right? So this is the part that the 9 to 6 is also equivalent to you working for someone else. We call it working 9 to 5, but for me it's 9 to 6. Then the moment we work from 9 to 6, what happens? By the time I reach home, it's already 7 o'clock. So take about 1 hour transport, and then I come down to here, 9 to 6, and then we continue 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. All right, this is the only time I rest plus dinner. And I do this 5 days a week for 5 years of my life. How many of you are willing to commit this kind of schedule 5 days a week for 5 years of life? Wave your hands. You say one, huh? Because you forgot the time zone. You are really sleeping very little. You're only catching up on your sleep on the weekends, all right? So the good news is, back then I was young, I was single, not really married yet, right? I mean, my wife was my girlfriend, but you know, the moment you settle down your children, your priorities change already. So any one of you who are single and you're young, you are not involved in any relationship, go all out. Let me tell you, go all out to do your trading. It's the best time. And you'll be so happy in your little room, no distraction, no one giving you some kind of emotional blackmail. And you're just dealing with the market directly. And this is what it takes. You will short circuit the 10,000 hours. You know, Malcolm Gladwell says that you need 10,000 hours to be damn good in anything, whether as a sportsman, musician, artist, entrepreneur, or whatever. You need to spend 10,000 hours. Let me tell you, you do this in 3 years, you are damn good already. You don't need like 5, 10 years. All right? So this is the kind of schedule I put myself through. Mondays to Fridays. And good thing for the US stock market is we got to rest on Saturday and Sunday. Thank God. Or not, if you are in a Forex, sorry, good luck to you. You cannot rest, all right? Crypto's also same. It's 24 hours market. So I show you this as a reference for you to think about how much time you're willing to commit. And there are serious players out there who commit even longer time than me. So mathematically, how you guys going to become a millionaire is this. It all boils down to this. All right? 8 hours of sleep. This is the traditional model. I'm showing you a traditional model, all right? 8 hours of sleep. So 3 times 8, you have 24 hours a day. So you have 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work. And in our current generation, the rest of the world, they spend 8 hours playing social media or Netflix. That's how they spend their time. That's why they can never be rich. Because by the time they think about making money, they're already stuck in their sofa, they are already just watching Netflix. This red box is the difference that you're going to make. Instead of you saying, I'm going to watch Netflix, the big difference for you is found right here. Instead of social media or Netflix, you are going to do 8 hours of trade. Just by introducing this simple box here, let me tell you, if within 1 year, you will overtake all of your peer group. That means those who graduated in the same year as you. Within 1 year, you will get promoted ahead of your colleagues. Within 1 year, you will be ahead of your competition in business because of that last 8 hours that you spend. That is what prepares you to be a millionaire. How many of you are excited to become a millionaire? Oh! And the secret is found right here. Ding ding. So now mathematically you know this is the secret. Then you are much more careful with how you spend your time, right? Earlier on, I showed you my exact schedule from running a business and doing trading at the same time. Now, some of you may not be attuned to that because you are really sleeping very little because we are living opposite. And I can tell you the best country to trade the US market other than going to United States itself is to go to Dubai. You know, Dubai is like the market closed exactly at 12 midnight. Wow, that's beautiful, man. And you know, my friend helped me to apply for the golden visa. Right now waiting for the application to come in, and I'll go there around the winter time when the weather is really perfect. And I think that is a really nice place to trade US stock market because of the time difference, all right? So think about this, work on it, and what is the most important of it all is at the end of this journey, you're going to get this. This is your biggest reward. You will get wisdom. The market is just preparing you for wisdom every single day. You know so much more things than any of your peer group, and that's the only way, I believe, to reach to the top as soon as possible. All right? So how did we end up so long? Because of Boon's question. So I hope I answered Boon's question, and any more questions coming in, This is your last chance. I will refresh again. Everyone have to ask me one question before I start day 2 of the program. We got about 10 more minutes. Okay. If the chart candle is going down, do we need to keep adding money? This is one of my concern and worry if I can't cover my trade. Now, you are using very strange language here. I don't understand what you mean by cover your trade. You must have gone to the dark side already. When we buy, we don't have to cover any trade. Somebody taught you to cover your trade means I don't know what you are learning out there, right? I'm very concerned for you. All of our trades are very simple one. Listen, I go back to Microsoft, which I'm going to demonstrate to you guys tonight, even though I'm taking the profits a little bit early, but if you can learn from Microsoft, I hope that will help you a lot. And here we go. All right. I remember we get in on the trade through the night. I bought Microsoft. Hold on. On the 15th. All right. So let me show you the candle I bought Microsoft. This was the candle. All right. I went in to buy. And this was held during the trade through the night event. I went in to buy. I point to you the candle already. Now, the moment you buy, right over here, this box here, the candles start to go down. We don't have to do anything like what cover or average down. Don't have to do anything like that one. Just relax one. All right, because the Microsoft trigger event is actually next month, not now. We participated in trade through the night because the data just came out fresh. So everybody please say fresh in front of the screen. Say fresh. Fresh data on the 15th of February. Fresh data. We always want to go in buy together with the insiders. And you go down. Now for those who are untrained, the moment the price go down, they'll panic. They'll say sell at a loss. We don't do that. Because it's rated back by insiders. And slowly the price started to creep up. And I waited through this period. Tonight, I hope I can demonstrate to you, we'll get out to sell at about 25% profit return. 25% profit return, most people out there in 1 year can't even achieve it. We achieve it in close to 1 month. All right? So that's what I meant. And why this trade is important? Because it is backed by insiders. Very, very important. If you don't see, you don't believe it. This is what we saw back then. 1.5, 1.3. The data came out for quarter 4. We are waiting for the quarter 4 data to be released. It was published on 15th of Feb. 1.5, 1.3. I say, this is perfect textbook theory. Go in. Let's go in. Done. Now, if we play daily bread, we expect next day earnings to release and, hopefully you'll spike up. We can make in 1 day. So we try to expose you to different ideas. Most of you start off with daily bread, right? Just every day follow what the robot says. Very, very easy. And over time, some of you will migrate to become more advanced trader. And you start to trade together with me. Then that's how you come for the trade through the night. That one is for serious traders. Because that night, you deploy 100% of your money. 100% of your money, you enter on that night. 20 companies. All right? So that's only for very advanced trader. And by then, you are very comfortable already. You're already trading for a living and all that, okay? So I hope that encourage you. And there's no such thing as what cover the trade. This is from the dark side already. I don't know. You learn from who? Okay, continue. Dun, 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 dun. For all the trades you may always see multiple orders for one stock. What is the reason? The reason is simple. Because who is trading for me? Do you think I'm the one firing off these trades? No. The robot, interactive broker, fire off for me these trades here. Right? And they always find the best pricing. Right? All this is done by interactive broker. Dong, 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 like 2 seconds apart. Right? And then look down here, 71 cents, 74 cents, 71 cents, 63 cents, 72 cents, 72 cents, 69 cents. Dong, 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 dong. And this is because I deployed the trail limit order. All right, this is an advanced order, so don't worry about it. And let's continue. Alvin, what's the minimum amount USD to open a trading account? The minimum amount, from what I know from Interactive Broker, is 500 USD. We have students open up US $500. Okay? And then you can start trading already. And for USmart, I think it's even smaller. I mean, maybe I'm not too sure what's the amount for USmart, all right? But do you have the money for your brokerage account? Let me tell you, all of you have the money. The only thing that is stopping you from putting in the money is you're not sure. Please confirm with your hands. Yeah? You already have the money already. Number one, think about all the expenses you make every month. You just cut down those expenses, you have the money, done. Number two, your savings put in the bank is not getting for you the capital gain, you have the money, done. Right? Number three, whatever you earn every month, you allocate to your brokerage account, done. It is more about your motivation, right? Your motivation, especially those people from Penang, they got major distraction one. Right, Daniel laughing very happily already. Right? People in Penang got major distraction one, you know. They want like, wow, the thing dropped from sky one. But we are on a different philosophy. We believe in working on our wisdom. You know, we believe in going through, understand the market properly, and do it properly to earn the right kind of money. All right, so different ball game. Okay, continue. What are the learnings we need to equip to become a full-time trader? So to become a full-time trader, 3 things that you need to do very, very well. Number one, so let me put it out. Full-time trader. So the first thing you need to do very, very well is you must have the discipline. Now, how do you enforce discipline? You can only enforce discipline if we operationalize all the activities on the platform. It's exactly what you go through yesterday on Daily Bread. That's it. You just religiously every day do your daily bread. That's the discipline. Every day, just put yourself through daily bread, right? And once you have the discipline, the second thing which I think very, very important is momentum. Which means you must have the momentum to have winning trades. You don't have the momentum winning trades, you cannot see the money, you get distracted, you start looking for A, B, C, D, E, F, G out there already. So the momentum is to make sure you stay disciplined, keep studying the market, analyze the market, keep trading, don't give up, all right? And the third one, most important, is the formula I've given all of you, which is found right here, number 3. Have an attitude to continuously learn, plus trade, plus share. Now, most people stuck at learn. After they learn, they realize, oh, you know what, I want to do something else. I got distracted, or I don't show up in class. In the class, I walk in, walk out. They already don't have the discipline to learn. That's why they cannot go on to do trade. Already learning part, they give up already because I don't know, for whatever reason, they don't have that discipline. And I can tell you, when we introduce turn on the camera, I got students who get upset with me, say, wow, you don't respect me as a customer. I got many reasons why I shouldn't turn on the camera. For me as a teacher, I say end of the day is this. You can't fit the culture, then you have to go elsewhere already. Because you think too big of yourself already. I cannot help you anymore. Right? I share with you all the intent, why I need to keep the camera on. You want to argue down there, and then sorry, you're on a different path already. So my style is very relaxed one. I say, sorry, you go on a different path. But if you say, I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to receive teachings. I'm humble. Then congratulations, then you can move on to here to trade. Because trading is a lot of humility one. The market will severely test your fear and greed. But after you trade, most people just trade. They never do the last part to share. They also give up. So that's why we call it learn, trade, and share. You must learn how to share, how you go about playing the game, what was the reason behind it, and how you make the winning trade. Every trade is like a trophy. You start to collect, learn, trade, share. So this is what it takes to become a full-time trader. The discipline, the momentum, and learn, trade, share. Okay? Any more? Lai Chun Sing. I followed MU, but sadly it seems not bought because it not dropped throughout the night. Am I not doing wrong? There's nothing to be said. We already said yesterday. You have enough time until the earnings date to bargain for a good price. You don't need to chase the price one. Just relax. The price right now, we can take a look right now. MU. So this is what we gone through yesterday, all right? We ended the class at 12 midnight, which is exactly here. Ding. Right? And then remember what is the price I placed? 5454. Very easy to remember one. My one is 5454 around here. So the price, after we place it, keep going up. Right, we placed probably around, I don't know what time, maybe it's already around here, around 12 midnight, right? So it's already above 5454. It didn't go down. It went up and went all the way up to 56. It's perfectly fine for us. Relax, don't have to chase one. You are entering early to bargain for a good price. Are you with me? Please confirm, give you a thumbs up. You all understand what I'm talking about? Because the traditional way of playing daily bread, let me give you the even more traditional way. Please watch. The real secret is that we enter in the last 3 seconds of the bell, the day before earnings. All right? So for Micron, what is the date of the earnings? So let me go and check on Micron right now, the date of the earnings. Step 3. 28th of March, 11 days later, after the market close, means we will enter on the 28th of March. All right? But we enter at what time? I tell you the perfect way to enter. Enter to buy at 3:59, 3:59 and 57 seconds. We enter in the last 3 seconds. This is the real secret I've been teaching for 20 years already. But I can tell you, most of you cannot wake up one. You cannot wake up at 3:59 a.m. KL time or Singapore time. Physically, you are not used to that kind of rigor, right? Now, why do we enter in the last 3 seconds? Enter in the last 3 seconds, and it's because we want to minimize our exposure of emotion in the market. 3 seconds means you cannot even have any emotional outburst. All right? So in the last 3 seconds, whatever the price, I just buy, boom, go in. So the record is you can enter in the last 1 second. And the next day when it opens up, you get out in the first 3 seconds again. So averagely, we are able to do between in and out 2 seconds. That's the best record. Some of you do in 3 seconds, some of you do in 4 seconds. Now this amount of time, you got no room for your fear and greed to react on you. Please confirm with hands. Yeah? So that's the real traditional way of playing it. But ever since we got a breakthrough in our product, and we have a complete insider trading data, we told all of our students, you don't have to enter in the last 3 seconds anymore. Because the data is good enough already. And you should still enter 1 day before the earnings. But if you want to get in like 5 days or 1 week before the earnings, then you bargain for a good price, because you never know, it can go up, it can also go down. You never know one. So don't have to feel bad about the guy going up, doesn't matter one, all right? Because end of the day, we want to play one day before the earnings. So we go back to here, soft batteries. One of my worries is that I will not have access to Spiking app as I can't afford the subscription. This is not your worry to begin with. You know, our Spiking app, the reason why we become Singapore's fastest growing company in 2023, because our app or our software must be able to help customers make money. And a fraction of the profits that they make, they reinvest back into the software that help them make money. That's how we grow the business. Are you all with me? Now, if our software cannot help you make money, then why would you want to subscribe to the software? But in the world today, you look around. If you talk about you can't afford my app, then jolly well you cannot afford a lot of things. Number one, you shouldn't go to any school out there. Because your secondary school, your junior college, your polytechnic, and your university never teach you how to make money. Please say yes. Then why you spend so much money in those academic credentials? They don't teach you how to make money at all. I'm a living testimony of that. I've done my bachelor, my master's, and my PhD. They don't teach me how to make money. None. They teach you to become employees of the particular sector that the government is interested in. Like for example, my cohort, among the 3 faculties of the engineers, we have electrical, mechanical, and civil. Civil engineering is the smallest faculty, 250 students. Let me tell you, out of the 250 students who graduated, less than 30 of them are practicing civil engineers. Can you imagine less than 30? You know, I want to talk to the faculty head. Hey, how do you feel about that? They don't even practice engineer. It means you're wasting time. Why are you teaching engineering? We don't practice. So now I shown you something that you can immediately go to the market, make money. You tell me you got no money. I cannot accept. All right, you're pulling a leg on me. Right? Even you want to be a practicing lawyer or doctor or accountant or journalist, you realize at the end of the day they're preparing you to work for someone else. You're not working for yourself. Trading, you're working on yourself to build your wisdom. And over time, you hang out with all these billionaires, millionaires. You become an all-rounded investor. How many of you with me so far? Yes. You become an all-rounded investor, which traditional academic institution cannot prepare you for that journey. They don't tell you how Warren Buffett is thinking, how Temasek is thinking, how they deploy their capital. They don't tell you that, right? So instead, your question should be, batteries telling Dr. Clemen, I found a gold mine that I've been looking for all my life. That should be your feedback. From Jay, as a beginner, how much capital we recommend we start to make good money? So when I first started, year 2000, I started off with US $10,000. When I was in the university, I was giving tuition, and back then I wanted to know how the rich spend money. You know, so during my university vacation, I went to work in the most expensive nightclub in Singapore. They call it Tycoon, Da Fu Hao, right? And it was mind blowing for me. I say every time I serve them the connect, that's just pour the drink. They'll give me a $50 note. I say, wow, this place is crazy, man. All the nightclubs in Singapore, they're like that one. They sit down, one stack of $50 note, put in a glass. You serve them, they take one paper, just throw to you, right? Then I see how the rich people spend money. And I say, okay, I need to, find my way to this journey where I am as rich, if not richer than them. And that's where I discovered about stock market. I think this is the fastest way for me to get there. And, I scrambled together all the money I have. Back then was just $10,000, and I started my trading capital. All right. Now, all of you, I can tell you, you have your money somewhere, man. Don't end up with a self-defeat mindset that you sabotage your own mind, your own psychology. You definitely have the money. The more bigger worry I have for you is your motivation is not high enough, right? So, about all the opportunities and your hectic schedule, how do you manage your time? So if you think I'm managing my time, wait till you read the tweets of Elon Musk. He's doing 100 times more than what I'm doing. So every time you think that, you are giving your best already, please look for someone who is doing 10 times more than you. So I think I've done a lot, but I say, damn it, man, I'm only a fraction of Elon Musk. And God is fair. All of us got 24 hours. How the heck he can run SpaceX? He can run the Boring Company. He can run Tesla. He's tweeting every single bloody day. How the heck he do that? He got 24 hours, I got 24 hours. How the heck? Right? So you start to benchmark. And of course, right now, if I ask all of you to benchmark Elon Musk, you straight away take out white flag and say, surrender. Teacher, I'd rather surrender, die today. I don't want to live already. Right? What for I struggle so hard? Bloody hell, the guy's doing so many things. Because progressively he reached there. Just like I'm doing so much today because progressively I reached here. It's not overnight. Right? But compared to my peers, I think I'm doing much more than my peer group. And they know one. I mean, when you all go to class gathering, you kind of will know one, where you stand among your peer group. Those who graduate the same year as you. And who is doing a lot more, who is just struggling, who is just, after divorce, sunk in depression, every day cannot do anything. You've seen all these kind of friends. Please say yes, yes. Right? Like half of my classmates, they divorced. I don't know why. Right? Either the wife too ambitious or the husband too playful or whatever. I don't know. But you've seen it around your social circle. So, benchmark the right players. So you have to go and benchmark. And we give you all the billionaires on the platform to benchmark. You have Warren Buffett, you have Bill Ackman. I benchmark Bill Ackman. Now, Bill Ackman is also another Superman, all right? I benchmark Millennium, I benchmark Temasek, I benchmark Elon Musk, I benchmark George Soros, I benchmark Carl Icahn. You got so many heroes to benchmark. Okay, that's good. And so far, so good from James. How do you ever cut loss? So again, Daniel Dono came from which camp? If you buy stock, you don't need to cut loss. For stocks, you don't need to cut loss. Why? Because the stocks that we enter already backed by net positive purchase. Please confirm you understand this concept. Yes? You don't have to cut loss on, and I prove it to you right now. I prove it to you right now. For all those of you who come with a lot of legacy issues, I learn from don't know where one. And then you throw all your problems at me right now. Because you come from the dark side, you want to go to the right side right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the US stock market. I mean, I hope to show you the 200-year-old chart. It has never gone down. This is the stock market. Give you the big picture. Start from 1992 until 2023. It has always gone up. Right? And if I start to split from the year 2000 I started, right? 2000, right? 2000 I started. I show you what happened back then, right? Very easy one. 2000 around here, okay? I started in the year where it was the dot-com crash. And it took how long to recover from the dot-com crash? 6 years. That means if you enter at this point, all right, you just happen to buy at a high price, and you just tell yourself, don't sell at a loss. 6 years later, you break even. That's it. Who asked you to cut loss? See for yourself. All right? And after that, The next thing happened was the financial crisis, 2008 financial crisis. So let's say you enter at a peak. All right, you enter the peak. I'm showing you how to draw the line. Right? It took you how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years to break even. In a global financial crisis, that 5 years you tell yourself, don't sell at a loss. 5 years later, you are a hero. Break even. And from there onwards, it went like this. So can you imagine those who are not trained, they just go in silly little, go and sell, and then finally they look at the market, hey, how come it went up? Huh? So anyone who told you that they lost money in the stock market, gone bankrupt in the stock market, this is rubbish. You see for yourself right now. Because they were trained with the wrong idea, sell at a loss. Now you don't have to sell at a loss, you can average down to bring down your cost per share. This is the stock market. I'll show you something even more shocking. Pandemic crashed. Let's take a look at pandemic crash, right? Pandemic crash, 2020. 2020, I changed it to day candle. 2020, all right? Calculate for yourself the break-even line. Let's do it. Okay, the pandemic started on Valentine's Day, 14th of February 2020. WHO announced, ladies and gentlemen, we got a pandemic. And you entered on the high right there. Ding, ding. So you tell yourself, don't sell at a loss. And how many months later? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months later, you break even. This is the fastest recovery on planet Earth because of Donald Trump. He's the first president to sign a $1 trillion bill. And after that, Joe Biden came in and abused that. Asked for 1.7 billion, now asked for 6.9 billion. That guy gone nuts already. All right. 10 months to break even. See for yourself. So who are the people who lost money? They are the ones who are not trained, anyhow make decision, cuckoo, sell at a loss, and then they condemn the market and say the market is bluffing them. What nonsense. So many millionaires became millionaires because of the stock market. Are you all with me now? So far so good? So you learn from me, take this, go and tell your friends who say the stock market is a scam or whatever, show it to them. How many people, as in how many generations of people have already made money from stock market, options market, cryptos market, but fast and furious, quick to die, right? So that's the reason why foundation of wealth, the study of foundation of wealth is very important. You go to the wrong instrument, you waste your life. Tong, we finish with this. I not understand why they kick you out. Who kicked me out? Nobody kicked me out. I don't understand your question. Next. Over here. Okay, almost all the questions done. Lenny, if one day we entered, however, did not get filled. So one day profit or not, how many trades you enter while not seeing? I think Lenny, you're still not getting the hang of it. I explained already just now about you should enter the day before the earnings. Please confirm every one of you understand this. I spent a lot of time explaining this already, so I don't know why you asked me that again. All right, never mind. Next. Okay, we are done on all these questions. So make sure we really covered all. I already refreshed and you cannot refresh already. I trust that you have no more questions. Please confirm you guys have no more questions, and then we start day 2. Very, very good. Now, before we start day 2, I gave you a homework yesterday. And the homework, we started with NVIDIA. We also went to look at Tesla and asked you to reverse engineer the trade. Now, I just do one more round. You understand how to reverse engineer the trade. Then later on, when I start the class, it's very easy for you. All right, so here we go. Now I'll demonstrate using Tesla. Tesla. You saw the spike here. This is the big spike. All right? So our focus is on here. Now, the day before the announcement, earnings announcement is 25th of January. The Q4 data is not out yet. The only data out is Q3. So I'm going to show you. Here we go. Tesla. By the way, you don't have to worry. I'm talking fast because all this is recorded. So make sure you can always catch on the recording, all right? So let me go back to Daily Bread. What was the date of the earnings again? Tesla is 25th of January. So we can allow you to go and reverse engineer the trade, 25th of January. Click on it. And back then, the data is like that. Net positive purchase 13.5 billion. The options market is negative 1.6 billion. All right? So, this is what was shown on that day, the day before earnings announcement. And I want to make it bigger. All right? You see this? And then you look at their lead investor. 10.4 billion, 2.2 billion, 1.5 billion. This kind of crazy big amount, right? And in fact, they are the only stock that got many lead investors above 1 billion one. This is like crazy one, Tesla. So that was the data we saw back then. And then you ask yourself, okay, how about the red boxes? I go to step 4 immediately. And I show you the step 4. This was the step 4 back then, right? Q1, 5.6 billion. Q2, 15.2 billion. Q3, 13.5 billion. Q4, 6.7 billion, right? We were only able to see the Q3 data, right? When we were trading in January. Because the Q4 data is only out on 14th of February. We were trading on January. So based on what we know about the data here, but of course we can see the stock price plunging here. We can see a stock price plunging here, but we do not know the net purchase. Please thumbs up, confirm you understand what I'm talking about. We do not know the net purchase. So, how do you think about it? Very simple. We can see this red box here. We can also see the stock price going down. And then the day of entry is exactly right here in this box. Don't you realize that in this box, you are already below all of the insiders in my red arrow here? You're already buying so cheap already. How cheap you want it to be? You want to be the cheapest? Are you all with me? Please confirm you understand the concept of cheap. Cheap means if I can buy below this red horizontal arrow, means I'm buying below who? I'm buying below all these jokers here, no? Q1 joker, Q2 joker, Q3 joker, Q4 joker, all these 4 quarters of jokers, I buy below them, no? Please confirm you understand that first. That's bloody cheap. And you're right here. You are on this day here, ding ding. You're sitting right there. How cheap you want to go? In fact, in our Cozy Live Trading, we told all students, place an order to buy Tesla $100 per share. Damn it, it dropped only to 104. we didn't get to buy $100 per share. Okay? So you look at that decision, the next thing, the spike up took place. And after a spike up, the price continued to move up. Now this is the part some of you will struggle. Teacher, why you get out in the first day? Because I just want to catch the spike. You may think it continue to go up. You say, I could make much more. It can also, after a spike up, it can also go down. It can also go sideways. There's always 3 directions you have to deal with, right? So for me, Every day I just want to find another spike. Now for you, you may say, oh, I think I will want to be a long-term investor of Tesla. Then congratulations, you go long-term. Then the moment it drop down, you constipate, diarrhea, blood oozing through your mouth, nose, your ears, everywhere. Blood just keep coming out. And then you cannot sleep well at night, heart palpitation, you got all kinds of issues. Those of you who trade, you know what I'm talking about. It's real, not bullshitting you. Now you can withstand that kind of pain, then carry on. You cannot withstand that kind of pain, get out in one day. Okay? So, we're going to recap right here, very important, and before we start our day 2. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our day 2 right now. Spiking Wisdom, the Greatest Stock Investors Program. We always start off by asking the 6 questions that every trader must ask. Now, yesterday we dealt with the first question, how to make 5 to 100% profit return in just one day. In fact, I've shown you like in FRC, we can do it in a few hours. Sometimes you can do it even at a much faster pace. It depends on the market condition. But everything we set out to do is to hit this goal. Very important. We set out to hit this goal. 5 to 100% profit return in one day. And then we share with you who are making profits consistently. We dealt with the who. Now on the platform, you already know how to navigate. You can see the pension funds, retirement funds, sovereign wealth funds, top 100, universe of funds, CNBC. You can see everybody. Number 3, what caused the stock price to spike? Now the what, we have to deal with cozy, war, and fiat. The 3 words. The instrument must be correct. So the wealth trilogy of millionaires is based on cryptos, options, stocks, yes. Then we need to have a war event, WAR, a war event with announcement date that's recurring. And finally, we perform the fiat, FIAT. We say we feel good enough, we understand about the business. Those are the reasons that cause a spike. And we say where to find the spikes. That's why we break down into time frame. 1 day daily bread, 1 month resurrection. Tonight we're going to start out with resurrection. We're also going to go into 1 quarter triangulation, 1 year goat, and so on. You have to determine the time frame that you want to play. And finally, when to get in. Today I share with you the original recipe is entering last 3 seconds, getting out first 3 seconds. But because we have the breakthrough in data, you don't have to squeeze yourself that hard anymore. You just have to go in 1 day before the earnings. The next day, the moment at opening bell, you should get out. All right? And finally, why we trade on the art of time squeeze. This question, I'm going to leave it later on when we connect all the dots together. Then once you understand the why, the rest is really, really easy to deal with. Okay? So at this moment in time, one of the very, very big popular question that you have is like what Boone asked me just now. Teacher, I want to trade with you on a regular basis. How many of you enjoyed this way of learning yesterday and today so far? How many of you enjoyed it so far? Right? You realize that it's not scripted. And it cannot be scripted because the market every day will show us different things. But the foundation is there already. We dealt with the who, what, where, when, why, and how. Now, I want to go show you a few important dates. I want you all to lock it down. The first set of dates is this. Please write it down on your diary. Lock it down very quickly. Now, for our Malaysia road trip students, you are already part of our 6th and 20th April Cozy Live Trading event, all right? Now, the next Cozy Live Trading event is actually 23rd of March, which is taking place next week. Next week, I'm already preparing our students for the Q2, quarter 2 earnings peak season. Very, very important, all right? And that's because next Wednesday is the announcement of the FOMC interest rate hike. Now, typically after the interest rate hike, we must quickly go into trade. So interest rate hike is announced on the 22nd of March, next Wednesday. Our cozy live trading is strategically positioned to take place the next day. Why? Because on 22nd of March, they'll announce at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 23rd of March, 2 a.m. Singapore time. Wave your hands if you understand this. All right. So we have to watch Jerome Powell talk from 2 a.m., talk until 3 a.m. Then the market will rattle, ding, 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 ding. Then finally they have a direction. All right. So we have to let the market settle down. Then the next day, 23rd of March, we go into trade. Immediately to trade. Because by the time we reach to the next interest rate hike announcement, the market will start to rattle again. So the best, most peaceful period to trade is actually 23rd of March. So those of you who can make it, please join us on the 23rd of March. And then April, I already set down the dates, 6th April and 20th of April. And we will show you all the way to May, 4th of May and 18th of May. Now remember we spoke about a 1 month period, past 2 weeks and the future 2 weeks. If you can't even afford the time on the days I showed you here, then you're not a serious trader. Minimally, you must commit this time, all right? 23rd March, 6th April, 20th April, 4th May, and the 18th of May. Now, this is designed for our premium subscribers. So I want to show you something special today. Go and visit this website, spiking.com/cozy. Spiking.com/cozy. So go to your browser right now. On your browser, you can visit spiking.com/cozy. I give you about 5 seconds. Please do that right now, and then we can look at it together. Okay? So one more time, it's spiking.com/cozy. COSY. So when you arrive there, you will see this. And I need to explain to you why this is designed to be very, very powerful for all of you. First of all, you will get 12 months of unlimited access to our stocks trading premium data. Whatever I shown you yesterday, you get 1 year full access, uninterrupted, right? And then you also get another very important thing. Hold on, let me just, you also get this 24 sessions of the cozy live trading. Now, why is it 24 sessions? Because each month we got 2 sessions. Multiply by 12 months, 24 sessions. Now, each of the session itself is crazy. I spend 5 hours each session. So, mathematically, what does that mean? Let me show you right now. Oops. Mathematically, it means this way. Holy moly. Hold on, let me open up. So we have a cozy, COSY, and we have 12 sessions. 12 times 2, 24. 24 sessions. Multiply 5 hours each. So what you are getting, the full value from us is this. Equals to 24 times 5, 120 hours of live trading. This is something that no one in the market could offer you. Let me tell you, we know the market. And you know, you spend time with me, I don't talk rubbish on. I'm very, very precise with my timing. No other program on earth can offer you 120 hours of live trading. That means as the market evolves, we just go in, we fire off between 3 to 5 different stocks, and we just trade. And that's the fastest way to accelerate your learning curve. Now you begin to understand why our subscribers of the software get so much value. Because we truly, genuinely want to support you and to make sure you are successful as a trader. 120 hours of live trading, you can't get it anywhere else. And you know, Every time we analyze a stock, you learn so much more. That means to say, you can also translate it this way. And, you know, we really thought through about designing this program. That means 3 to 5 stocks. All right, each session multiplied by 24 sessions equals to, let me just, oops, where's my mouse? Hang on a minute. Equals to, so let me take out my calculator right now. 3 times 24, 72, to 24 times 5, 120 stocks for the entire year. So if you average out, what does that mean? It means that for you just becoming a subscriber, at 120 stocks per year divided by 12 months, you are already committed to trade 10 stocks per month. How many of you know I'm talking about? Wave your hands. Because we are very thoughtful about the design of our products just to support you. That's how committed we are. You are playing 10 stocks per month the moment you become our subscriber of 1 year. And then 120 hours of live trading. This is the extent for those of you who say, yes, you may be very, very busy in your life today pursuing career or your business, but you just say one thing, teacher, I want to commit the next 1 year as one of my goal setting just to learn about trading and investing. I can tell you, this is the best program for you. 1 year, 120 hours, 10 stocks per month. That's it. You don't learn by reading more. You learn by trading. It's not about you're going to read, like myself, I read 700 books on investing and trading. And everything I learned, I distill into what I taught you over yesterday and today. All right? So this is the full extent of the value. And then we come back right over here. Hang on a minute. Command Shift 4. Make sure I have this later too. Okay, here we go. Oops. So if you go down, our annual subscription is 2599. Today we're going to offer you a nice round number, 2500 for 1 year subscription. And what you're getting, everything shown on the website. Everything that we stated over here is exactly what we're going to deliver. But what I want to show you is over here, your pricing option. Now, most of our students, they will go for one shot. They just settle the payment and say, okay, teacher, I just settled the payment. I just want to focus on my trading. Fine. This is what most of our students take up, all right? Or some of you who say, teacher, I want to spread over my payment so that I got more liquidity in my cash flow. Then you may decide to spread over 9 months, 300 per month, over 9 months. And we very, very relaxed on, you know, those students who take up this because they wanted more cash to go into their trading account. Perfectly fine. But this is the 2 options for you, and most of them will want to collect my Spiking t-shirt. Get a Spiking t-shirt and it's free. You just have to take this guide over here and we'll send it to you, all right? So everything that we stated over here, the software, black and white, everything is shown up here. And this is for those of you joining us on our software subscription. We are, end of the day, a fintech company, and we can grow through the support of our students. So I'm going to sum it up right now. Number 1, you get stocks trading. Number 2, the flagship event, Cozy Live Trading 24 sessions. And number 3, if you like the master class that you go through these 2 days, you can also come for future master classes the moment you become our software subscribers, all right? So you say, hey, I just want to keep attending just to make sure I get the points clarified, I really understand the method and the strategy, then this is the program that's designed for you, okay? So at this point in time, I'm sure you have many questions just on the Cozy subscription. I'm going to give you time to answer, for me to answer your questions. But I just got one more thing to share with you, all right? One more thing. And here we go. Please go to these dates right now and quickly jot it down on your diary. These are the 4 most important dates for this year. I keep talking about hot off the oven. When the data is fully released, these are your dates. All right? 45 days after the last day of the last quarter, these are the dates where we call it the Trade Through the Night event. Upcoming one will be 16th of May, because we just done the one on February, so 3 plus 2 is 5, 16th of May. Then May plus 3 months, August. August plus 3 months, November. And typically in the month of December, we have 2 days of full training to prepare for the goal setting for 2024. 2024 will be really, really exciting because there are 3 big events. Number 1, January, we're going to have a Taiwan presidential election. Whether a war will break out or not depends on who will win. If the pro-independence camp win in the election, let me tell you, I think we're going to have an all-out war from China. Number 2, March next year, we're going to have the Bitcoin halving event, the 4th Bitcoin halving event. I'm preparing our students to go in big into Bitcoin, and how you're going to trade, that will be revealed to you in March 2024. And the 3rd event is 5th of November 2024, the presidential election day. I hope Joe Biden doesn't run in anymore. This guy is a bit senile already, and is ruining the economy. We need someone strong to lead the US economy. All right? So as you can see, everything that we do this year is just to prepare for next year. We always think like 1 year ahead, all right? So you got to think about investing 1 year ahead. So I told you that next year what will happen. And then these are the dates for the Trade Through the Night. Now, for those of you who say, teacher, I want to become a full-time trader, I want to be a real trader, then I welcome you. Please go right over here. Go to spiking.com/coaching. Spiking.com/coaching. You can visit and on your browser. And again, later on, I'll give you some time to ask me questions about this, all right? So once you're at spiking.com/coaching, you will see this. Holy moly. Is it loading up? All right. Here we go. So what you will get as a full-time trader is this. You're going to master the 3 instrument wealth trilogy of millionaires. Number 1, unlock 12 months unlimited access to stocks, not just stocks data, options trading data, plus the cryptos premium data. Because the true wealth trilogy requires you to invest in 3 instruments: stocks, options, and cryptos. All right? Now, number 2, you get 4 sessions of Trade Through the Night. The moment you enroll, the future 4 sessions, you are locked in already. You can take part in our future 4 Trade Through the Night sessions. And number 3 is the one that the students love a lot, one-on-one coaching consultation. Now, typically, the coaching consultation the students call me up and talk about their career, talk about their personal finances. Some of them talk to me about their challenges in marriage. We talk about a lot of things. And you will treat me like someone that you want to confide about your problems. And you know, I've gone through enough in life. Next year I'm celebrating 50 years old. I've gone through the valley of shadow of death. I've seen a lot. I helped many people have their breakthrough, and I definitely can help you. So this is the part where if you need someone to tag team with you to strategize for your business or your career or your personal journey, most of it relates to relationship. Many of you couldn't fully exploit your potential. Let me tell you why. Because your relationship is holding you back. And you know, Chinese, we have a saying called 成家立业. Means your family must be stable first then you can build your career or your business. So if your family, domestically, you are raining cats and dogs, you know, you have quarrels with your spouse or your children, you cannot work one. How many of you know what I'm talking about? You really cannot work one. Your brain will be torn apart. That's why I place a lot of focus on my children and my wife. You know, she's my everything. And I always make sure, you know, I don't go to the dark side. Family comes first, right? And sometimes when it relates to personal finances, it's also very difficult to get out of the slum. For example, you're in debt. And it's very common for people to be in debt. Like my university buddy, you know, he was still paying his university fees until the age of 45 years old. Can you believe that? That means he graduated in 25, he paid his debt for 20 years, you know. I say, how absurd is that? That's poor finances. So those are the things I'll talk to you in the one-to-one coaching consultation. But I set the expectation right. Every time you meet me, I'll give you homework on. And you never complete the homework, you cannot meet me in the next section. So when you meet me, that you always see progression, right? So that's the coaching consultation. And of course, whatever I spoke about, the 24 session of the Cozy Live Trading and the master classes, all included. So those who take on the coaching program are those who say, teacher, I want to trade full time. I want to be very, very serious as an investor. Then this is your investment, all right? Everything we break down in terms of the product that we have developed. Your investment today is US 5500, right? Now, everything we quoted is in US dollars because our customers come from different parts of the world. Now, I want to come to this box here. Now, most of the students who took up the coaching, they settle one time. They say, okay, I put aside this money. I just want to focus on the consultation with teacher. Or we also give you the other option. You can spread over 9 payments at $599 per month only, right? This is an alternative. And again, everything here, black and white, we show it to you, we'll deliver. We are very, very committed to ensuring you get the best support from all of us here at Spiking, all right? So you can see all the dates already listed out all the way to 2024. And in fact, you know, the presidential election is on the 5th of November. Right after election, we must trade already. Give ourselves 10 days, 15th of November, all right? So you can see how far we plan because we follow the stock market calendar. That's what we do right here, all right? So again, there's only 2 things that I talk about tonight. Number 1, spiking.com/cozy. Number 2, spiking.com/coaching. Now I'm going to give you some time to ask me questions just on cozy and coaching. Do you have any questions on cozy plus coaching? All right, so go to this tweet. Let me tweet it out. Think about any question that you have. Hear from the horse mouth. The teacher is here to answer your question. You have 1 minute. Please complete the questions.
Alright. Hey, I'm looking for a couch to crash on. Tonight shouldn't be the night I go home with anyone. I've been out walking on the rough patch now, but I must say, living on the edge of things has been kind of fun. Look, there's a bruise right here, one or a few on there. Man, did you see me though? 'Cause the short put on the show. I'm dancing on the tables, and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters, and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright? All of the cups are out of sight. You wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I. I'm not usually the
Okay, any questions regarding Cozy or coaching or whatever I covered just now? You can post it here on this particular tweet. I hope you guys can find it, all right? Because there's only 8 views right here. That means most of you haven't found it yet, the tweet. Okay, so I just wait a little bit more longer because it's better that you clarify with me directly rather than, you ask the angels and you get a commitment from the teacher right now. Now, while I'm waiting for you to ask me questions, then why don't I ask you questions? How many of you are already thinking of becoming a full-time trader? Just have a show of hands. You are serious about becoming a full-time trader. Okay, about half of the class. All right, very good. Now, a few things to think about becoming a full-time trader. When I say full-time trader, that means in my definition, it's not just trade and don't do anything else. My definition of a full-time trader means you are still doing your career, but your third set of the 8 hours in the 24 hours, you are trading at night. That's my definition. I'm not asking you to give up your career. In fact, if you are running a business, even better as an entrepreneur. You should run a business and trade in the stock market because the stock market will give you so much ideas how to build your business. Right? For example, today I have a call with China's largest brokerage house, Huasen. Right? It's called Sina.com and all that. Right? So they are looking at our software solution. They say, wow, this is damn fantastic. And then after the morning call in the afternoon, I met up with S&P 500. They are right now through a merger acquisition. They are one of the largest data company in the world. They are very interested in our work at Spiking. So in my daytime, I go out there, meet with different business partners. And when I travel, for example, this year I traveled to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Straight away, I call for a meeting. The exchange boss will meet me. I meet up with the CEO of Dubai Financial Market. I met up with Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. They will line up the best guys to meet up with me. Because why? I have a value proposition for them. I say the technology that we build out can help you, help your Middle East markets become more liquid. So people will spend time just to talk to me, right? So this is the part I keep emphasizing. Your definition of a full-time investor doesn't mean you, lepe whole day, go coffee shop, hang out at Starbucks at night, wait for market open, and you start to trade. No! You still have to work. And you're doubling your work, your mind becomes better, stronger, okay? Second thing to look out for if you intend to become a full-time trader is this. You must have a private trading room. Like this space that I'm in, let me just show you, I move back a little bit. Now you get to see my little girl, can you see Tabby is right up here? This is my cat house. And then this is Tabby's girlfriend, Muffin. Hey Muffin, look at everybody. She's very shy when I look at Muffin. So this is a very, very cute girl. And two of them are in my trading room. And very, very cute one. They're very nice to play with one, right? So then let me just give you some tips about the trading room. So in front of my table, I got 3 big computers and 1 small laptop on the side and 1 big TV screen. The largest TV screen I can ever buy is in front of me. I'm looking at all of you up there, right? And then behind me, let me just give you some orientation. I got a big pot of water, which I will boil the water over here, and then all my academic credentials I display right here, including my military uniform, So this is like within my range. I want to, make sure I'm drinking water regularly and I have access to everything around me. This is the minimum you must have as a full-time trader. Your facility, your infrastructure must be damn good. You go inside the room, you make sure you tell all your family members when you enter the trading room, no one allowed to disturb you. So actually, this is the secret. When I'm in my trading room, I'm the happiest man on earth. No one come and disturb me. No one come and kacau me, harass me. I just can do my peaceful work, analyzing, connecting the dots. I'm the happiest man on earth, right? So you should set up yours just exactly like this, all right? So a few things on my table is like, I have the crystal ball. Ding. This is like a high-end crystal ball called, can't remember, Baccarat. Somebody bought this as a gift for me. And then, you know, I have another little plug on my table that reminds me of the important work I do at Spiking. And that is, we won this Singapore's fastest growing companies 2023 by Straits Times and Statista, right? So the things that remind me of my priority are all kept on my table. So they make sure I really go out there and serve the community, all right? So that's the second thing. You must have the infrastructure. Now the third thing is involving your finances. Now let me talk a little bit about your finances, which I think is the most important topic. For finances, like for myself, I invested more than $1 million in my own education. From bachelor degree, master, to PhD, to right now Harvard Business School, and to all the seminars out there I attended, from Tony Robbins, whatever program he has, I attended, all right? I always invest in my education. Very important. That's why I know I'm more than qualified to teach you as your coach. That is the high standing I put on myself. Now, when you think about investing into coaching or into Cozy, you scratch your head and say, hey, I may not have the finances to support it. Let me tell you, you have the finances. It's just that you haven't got your priorities right yet. Because you're struggling between different choices. Should I, do my next master degree? Should I go there, do double job, work at night, and all that kind of struggles come in? I can tell you, if your goal is to become a millionaire. Now, I just want to recap one more time. How many of you really, your goal is to become a millionaire? Can I show wave of hands? How many of you, your goal is really to become a millionaire? Really good, real one, real one, Then you will have to look at this. Back then, I have this pyramid. Let me tell you how crazy I was, all right? Back then, my pyramid, I plastered it on the ceiling of my bed. That means every night when I lie down on the bed, I look at the ceiling, I see the pyramid. I got a pyramid everywhere, literally everywhere around me, no joke. This is how serious I was to become a millionaire. Every single day I remind myself, my goal is to become a millionaire every day, right? Did I have the money back then? No, I don't have. I bought the cheapest ticket to Tony Robbins UPW. I don't have the money, but I have the ambition. That's the difference. So this is the part right now you're trying to overcome, and then I show you the second important picture. This, oops, hang on a minute, kind of messed up already. This is the one that is the secret of money, right here. Because you're not convinced enough that every generation, they have an instrument that make them the millionaires of that generation. You are right now studying 50 years. What do I mean by 50 years? You take 1996, the last guy born in the year of millennial, minus 1946, the first guy born in a baby boomer. This is 50 years of wisdom. That's how we build our software. We built 50 years of wisdom into our software. That's why we have stocks, options, and cryptos. 50 years of wisdom, right there. 1996 minus 1946, your answer is 50 years. No other way for you to become a millionaire faster than this really. And we operationalize into the software. That's why I'm so confident to offer you something of value, not bullshitting you. All right? Now, many of you come from different other classes, you know there's a big difference in terms of the standard of delivery. Now, some of the questions start coming in here, right here. Let me just refresh. From Abba, enrolling in Cozy. Yoo-hoo! So congratulations, Abba. I'll be seeing you next. You got to take down on this date so that you don't miss the class. Next Thursday, 23rd of March, you'll be coming for the Cozy Live Trading, the day right after Fed announced the interest rate. All right, thank you very much. Next, we have Chong. Are we to allow receipt after we completed our coaching? Now, once you go through the coaching program, it's for 12 months. All right? You get full access. In fact, let me tell you what will happen after you complete the coaching program. Many of them went on to make their first pot of gold. What is the first pot of gold? Some of them is 100,000 US. Some of them is 250,000 US. Some of them broke 1 million. Now, I will share with you later on tonight, your finishing line is to take on the generational product called Grit, whereby you free up yourself, your children, and your grandchildren. 3 generations, one shot done. How much you need for that? $250,000 cash. And you buy the product, instantly you become a millionaire. You own an asset worth $1 million. How many of you interested to become a millionaire, but you only have $250,000? This is the fastest way to become a millionaire. And only Singapore in the whole wide world is able to offer this. Very stable government, bank and insurance coming together. In fact, I bought this product for 3 of my boys. Right? And I told them, I set off your financial freedom rate. You don't have to work. But you have to promise Father one thing. You must go out there, do something that you love, that makes you happy, because your finances are already taken care of. Right? So that's one of the things that, you know, I take a big load off my mind. I know I already free up my children. And everything I do is really self-actualization and pursue higher goals. Thank you for this question. Next, can we know every trade that you make so that we can copy your trade? For this, unless you are accredited investor, then you can join my hedge fund. So I have a hedge fund where students, some of them come to me and say, teacher, I got a lot of money, but I got no time. But I believe what you're trading is the right approach to the market. Then first of all, I have to qualify you. I have to do KYC on you, know your customer, check on your anti-money laundering, and then the government has to approve and say, okay, you can accept this as an accredited investor, then you can join my hedge fund. So my hedge funds are backed by billionaires, family officers, millionaires. They put money into my hedge fund. So you don't have to copy trade already. I'll be trading for you to help you make money. So that is more relevant, right? Some more questions coming in. Ashley, is the subscription duration from the date I choose to sign up until that date, same date next year? Because on 16th of May to 15th of November is already more than 13 months. No, your subscription is counted 12 months, all right? Now we show you 15th of November. We show you all the trade through the night dates. It doesn't mean that means you qualify for 4 trade through the night dates. So let me just be very clear about this thing that you're seeing here. All right. So you will qualify for 4 sessions of the trade through the night. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. These are your 4 sessions. All right. 16th of May, 15th of August, 15th of November, and 15th of February. All right. Now, why we display some other dates right here, like 16 May, 15 August, and 15 November, because we have students who sign up 3 years forward. They want to lock down our price. They know that every time we launch a new feature, our price goes up. So they lock down 3 years of our software, and straight away, 3 years out into the future, they get to take part in our trade through the night. All right, so I hope that answers your question. Any other final questions? Let me just do a quick refresh. If not, we're going to go for our first break before the opening bell. Now it's 9:06 already. And double check. Okay, we are done on this part. And of course, anytime you all need help, you guys can reach out to our angels by going to the red QR code. You can WhatsApp our angels, ask them to help you with the logistics, or maybe you're too shy to ask me, it's okay. You can ask our angels, go and take your phone and QR code the red box, WhatsApp helpline, all right? So time check, right now it's 9:07, and we're going to come back at 9:25, 5 minutes before the opening bell, and then make sure you're ready. Once I play the music, make sure you quickly come on board. I want to show you the live trading at the first minute of the opening bell. See you guys later.
You can't prove with any level of confidence that there isn't going to be another name that pops up tomorrow. So until you get a stretch of time where it seems like deposit flight has slowed down and you're not having